Well, the day certainly started well enough. Beautiful sunny morning in Abermale. And Graham, the driver, said, I think you'll find today's trip very interesting. And that's as much as I knew then. Little did I know what he'd got in store for us that day. And so we all got ourselves ready, and got on the coach, and everybody was happy. Can't believe nobody else noticed these, but I believe them to be osprey. And everybody continued on their merry way till we turned into this lane and seemed to go for miles down into the woodlands. And eventually we ended up here, where everybody was given a badge. I am number 2. Well, who's number 1 then? You are number 6. I am not a number. I am a human being. And welcome to the village, Portmeirion.
Oyster catcher and little egret.
Yeah, because there's the centre, so it's off to the, where we came in, wasn't sure. It was along there.
I don't think I noticed it because it's a big roundabout.
Yeah, it's all these are the houses. I did see them when we came to the shop here. And there's all these here, because you can see the woods.
And the ones with the yellow dots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the stairs I came down.
Yeah.
So,
It was there.
I'm waiting to be called up to number 2,
cloudy and rainy.
where that observatory tower is.
But hopefully then we get better next week.
Number 6, please go for tea with number 2, thank you. Can't really do too much commentary here. There's just too many people about. So I'll overdub bits later as necessary. I'm just enjoying the visit. Waited a long time to get here. You might remember in the series there was always people working somewhere, obviously keeping an eye on number 6. Well, as I walk down here, you see this fella? Look how his head turned as I approached him. I very much feel as though I'm being watched here. Of course, now there's a hotel and that here, so you can come and stay if you can afford it. Clough Williams-Ellis developed the site between 1925 and 1976. He wanted to show how you could develop a beautiful piece of countryside or landscape without spoiling it. And Noel Coward was reported to have wrote Live Spirit in one of the hotel rooms. Somebody taking a dip. I don't fancy going back up those stairs. Ooh. I'll have to try and find a gentler way. This is a huge estuary. And I'll have to... Let me just look up. I've got to see if they've got a name for this estuary. It's not the Glaslyn, I'm pretty certain of that, that's for sure. Let's see if I can find it out from the leaflet. Back in a mo. Actually found a quiet place. I say quiet, there's some people nearby, but nobody by me. Look at that view. And that island right in the middle of the estuary there, look. They told me about a little egret and an oyster catcher, but I ain't seen either, so they've obviously gone. Couldn't find out the name of this estuary, but I will, and I'll obviously put it in when I edit the stuff. But for now, we'll take a little walk along to the boat, I think. The concrete boat. Well, if Lord Charles was here, he'd be screaming in my ear, "You silly arse!" Actually, the Doirid estuary, or Doirid, as I should say. I was only talking about it the other day. Aficionados of the prisoner might remember, of course, in the grounds of the hotel here, the prisoner used to play, I think it was chess, with the old general. And I did eventually find my oyster catchers, noisy things. I don't recall ever seeing one on a roof before.
Yeah, one in one arm, one in the other, so you're absolutely
Now there is one man and his 500 dogs. And that's one place I would not want to be on a rising tide.
Yeah. This is
Here's just yes, he has been. There now.
I got one of you and your dad, but then Katie got one of you and your dad, and Neve turned round, so she got one with Neve.
all right. Yeah. Sometimes there. Yeah. The screen running through.
Hotel.
No, the pool use is for residents only.
You'll also find here, as you walk round, some rather interesting examples of sculpture and artwork. The statue of, must be Hercules, I guess, with the world on his back, you'll see later, I believe was rescued from Norfolk. A rare moment without anybody. It's a long way up there. Now I've got to work out how I'm going to do that. I think I might go slowly up the slopes. Right here. A little hidey hole. I think we've seen that before somewhere. Not exactly the sweetest smelling spot. Anyway, time to get going back up the hill. Noisy oyster catchers, but it's nice. And halfway up the hill, I found this curiosity. Weird. Was it smart in there?
Yeah.
There's the town hall, scene of many a meeting, parades, mini mokes. Let's see. I feel I should make the comment here. You look at all these people, and the vast majority that I find there, probably too young to remember the prisoner. They've come to see Portmeirion, they've come to see the buildings and delight amongst the grounds, which made it a bit more difficult for me to really get into the feel of the prisoner, if you know what I mean. Yes, it was great to be on locations, I certainly recognised the vast majority of them, but a bit harder to actually feel like the prisoner. But I did my best, and I hope you're enjoying it. Aha, the chessboard.
Pick the best stuff and do tomorrow it's like
From what? Seaside?
We won't say anything. Don't embarrass ourselves.
It says Portmeirion, doesn't it?
All announcements made from here. Vote for number 6. It's a lot in a very small space, but many things instantly recognisable. And that is the door to the residence of number 6, believe it or not. It's looking very different now to when the series. Don't you just hate it when people get in the way? There's some lovely flowers here, look. And if anybody knows what these great big spiky plants are, do please leave a comment, because I'd love to know their names. There we are. It is so easy just to take yourself back 50 years and set yourself in the exterior shots, though obviously the interior ones were done in the studios back in London, but yeah, to me anyway, it's, as a Prisoner fan, it's very familiar, and I'm so glad I came. But I think I've just about filmed everything now, so we'll take one last look at the residence of number 2. They're not very far from number 6. And up the top of the tower there, ooh, look at that. Up you go. And even further. Look at that. I'm not a number. I'm a free man. My life is my own. You won't hold me. So there. I was pretty certain by this time that for some reason nobody was watching me anymore. So I went back to this little square and I found a large group of people. I think they said they were on a coach trip from Eastbourne or somewhere. and I buried myself in amongst them and made my escape through the gate and away back down the road. And that's the story of how the station master became the prisoner just for a day. I'll be seeing you